500,000 lives are lost and 27 million people have become displaced from their homes globally in the past decade from natural disasters. In this SEM project, our group has agreed to conduct a study to solve this issue using a model house that can float. This is because when natural disasters happen, houses take a lot of damage. This leads to a loss of shelter and valuable assets for the inhabitants. Furthermore, natural disasters affect a large group of people at once and create a huge amount of distress amongst communities. In conclusion, we can prove that building a floating house is plausible and the amount of lives lost to natural disasters can be drastically reduced.
To explain more about the literacy research, I have two questions for you. The first one, how we're going to build a floating house. The second one, what we can use to levitate the house. We have done several research based on the previous studies which have been found by two researchers. The first one was Amy Beck. She was the first who developed a magnetic suspension in the early 90s. She used a repulsive force generated by alternating current. The second one was Hermann Tempers. In 1922, he pioneered a field of magnetic levitation in Germany, EMS. He was also granted a patent for magnetic levitation in 1934. There was three types of levitation that had been discovered. The first one was superconductive levitation or superconducting levitation. The second one was diamagnetic levitation. The third one was diamagnetically stabilized levitation. In an effort to study, we have agreed to use a magnetic repulsion force concept to build a floating house.
For the research instrument, we use neodymium magnet N35, cement board, mounting board, hot glue gun, nylon rope, and acrylic paint. We use neodymium magnet N35 because it is the most suitable magnet for this project and also provide enough force for affordable price. Then we use cement board as the floor of the model house because it is solid and waterproof. It also adds impact resistance and strength to the wall surface. Next, we use mounting board as the walls of the house because it is durable and easy to cut. We also use nylon rope to stabilize and support the house structure. And last but not least, we use acrylic paint to decorate the house because it is fast drying paint and water resistant when dry. The house perimeter is 20 by 20 by 20 cm at maximum height, and for the ground base floor is 30 by 30 by 1 cm. The house inner column is 7 cm height and the width is 5 cm, and the back support also have the same dimension as the house inner column. The outer column of the house is right angle triangle with height of 9.5 cm and width of 4.25 cm and the length of 5 mm. The weight of the house is 700 grams while the weight of the ground base is 2 kg. Therefore, the total weight of the house is 2.7 kg. The magnet is placed 5.6 cm from the center of both floor and the ground base. The four magnets on the side of the house is placed 5 cm from the house floor. The corresponding magnet that is placed on the outer column of the house is placed at a height of 5.5 cm from ground base. We also agreed to do 3 common natural disasters, which is high wind test, earthquake test, and flood test.
Based on the research methodology that had been made, we managed to build a floating model house and levitate up to 5 mm from the ground. This is because the ratio of magnetic repulsion force to the weight of the house is spot on. Although the house is not completely float on its own, as there are ropes attached to the edges of the house to support and stabilize it. Yet, this is still a great success. Therefore, we continue to conduct tests on the house to see its suitability in overcoming natural disasters. Thus, we make earthquake tests, flood tests, and high wind tests. And again, all the results are positive. This concludes that a floating house is no longer science fiction and it can be done in the real world.
Ultimately, this project was a huge success as we managed to build a model house that can actually float. We hope that this concept is applied to real houses in the near future. Thank you and goodbye.